Hello and welcome to another team review. This time I tried to team an Open Ultra League because I barely go into Open Ultra League this season, also last year's season, so I kind of wanted to try out to use some teams there. I struggled a bit in the beginning, but then I faced an opponent with the team I'm using right now, and I thought, okay, this might be a fun team to use. So I tried it out and it worked pretty well, I must say. We have our XL 100% Talonflame in the lead. We have our Gyarados as Safe Swap on the back with a Dragon Breath, Crunch, and Aqua Tail. And we have our not perfectly maxed out, but I think I need like 1 or 2 more power-ups here for our Umbreon. It's only a 15-15-40, but it's from 2016 and was already level 40 before the level 50 update dropped, so I just went for this thing, gave a last resort. So let's go right into the gameplay. Going into the first game. We have a very positive lead here with Berserker. He switches out immediately into Mewtwo and we can just hard counter that with our Umbreon. It's like the beauty of Umbreon right now in Open Ultra League. You have Cresselia, you have Mewtwo, you have Giratina in both forms, which don't want to see an Umbreon at all. Like they're all really weak to it. You see like how much damage it still did there. I think this second one won't KO. But I think I can farm him down. You have a bit of lag here. Yeah, the second one won't KO. But I can farm him down here. I don't have to shield it. Dynamic Punch does some damage, but does not do more than half here. So I'm free to farm down. I'm nearly at 2 moves already. He goes back into his Berserker because he knows that he's weak to it against the Talonflame. And I can just stay in here and throw my foul play. And the good thing here is Berserker's quick move is Shadow Claw, which is resisted against Umbreon. And I just can spam my moves all day long. Like, he has to throw against me to get rid of me. There's nothing really I can do here. And he tries to sex rope onto the Swampert here. And I have my Gyarados, and that's basically a get game already. Swampert is the only answer for Talonflame. And Gyarados is like one of the hardest counter to Swampert, resisting all moves other than Sludge Wave, and Sludge Wave is kind of rare to see, especially in Open Ultra. And this is looking like a good game already, but to be fair, we had like really good alignment the whole time. There was really nothing my opponent could have done there. It again still does a lot because of Shadow, but he gave up at this point. Against the next one. Talonflame into Cresselia. This is also a good matchup as long as Cresselia has not Future Sight. If it has Future Sight, it might be a bit difficult. We get an extra move in here, which is kind of cool. He has Future Sight. Otherwise, every move would be resisted. We go to 100 energy, throw a Brave Bird and dip out. And now we can go to our Gyarados. We don't have to shield anything here, and we can kill him with any move. The bad thing about Open Ultra, I also don't really like to play in there, is just that the games take way longer than in Ultra Premier. You have way more bulky legendaries in this league, like Registeel, like Cresselia, like Giratina. It just sometimes goes to the timer, which is not something I like to play. And yeah, Umbreon is kind of safe here. Like, see how little the move did there from the Swampert. He switched into something, but I didn't see what it was. Oh, his own Talonflame. I go into my own one. Oh, that's gonna be difficult. I go straight for Brave Bird here. I think he baits. And we lost CMP for the first time. Like, we both are. Like, I have even higher SCP than he has. And I also lose CMP for the second time, which is ruining my game right now. Because if I won CMP there, I would have still had a shield for my Umbreon. I could have just let the move go through here and I would be in a super good position where I would most likely win this game, but one foul play won't do enough against the Talonflame in this case, and just because we lost CMP twice in a row, even though it was a CMP tie, the same moves, we lose this game. But it was just luck. We were just really unlucky there. Talonflame to Obstagoon, that's also a pretty decent matchup, but also like it's kind of neutral, I think. We go straight for the Flame Charge. We get a shield here because I expected a Brave Bird, which is cool. I can go straight for the next Flame Charge as well. And get the next shield. I think I shield up here because I fear Gang Shot, but he goes straight for the Night Slash and get the boost immediately, which is horrible. I have to let this one go, we survived that. He has another move, I have to shield this, and I have to go for a Flame Charge and KO. But if he didn't have the boost, we would have been in a way better spot here. But of course he got the boost in the first move. And he has a Gengar in the back, which is good for our Umbreon. And a Swampert, which is also really good for us. I save up one move on our Umbreon. And go into my Gyarados, but you see how strong Swampert actually is. Like, all moves are resisted. And I think he actually wins switch here against my Gyarados. If I am not mistaken. He gets low, but yeah, look at how little damage I have, how little health I have on my Gyarados there. It's crazy, and he wins switch against my Gyarados. And we've seen Peter here. I tried to double up, so I have a move start already for the Gengar. And he goes into Gengar, and I overtap, and he throws a move. I was sure it was not a Focus Blast, and everything else would survive, so it was fine for me. Can go for one foul play, now I'm down, and throw the last resort just for fun against the Swampert. Of course, he had 1 HP, everything else would have been okay. Also, into the next game. We only have like a few games here actually, but it still takes forever because it's Ultra League. Open Ultra is just so much longer. He stays in here with Berserker. I thought, okay, maybe it's like double weekend back. He goes into Surf Edge, which is also fine for me. I go for my Flame Charge, shield the first one. Okay, I don't shield here, that's only Night Slash, 100%. And he gets the boost. Like, my opponents have just way more light than me right now, but it's okay. I switch out into my Gyarados. I have to shield one move here, but I can get to my next move in time. I still have my Talonflame Star in the back. But without the boost, we would have been in a really good position. Now we had to switch out there, which is kinda bad. Can go for Awkward here. I still have every move. I should be alright. I think I kinda made a misplay here soon. He survived that. He can farm me down, which is bad. Then I go straight into Talonflame. What I should have done was most likely go into my Umbreon first. But now we have a Swampert against the Umbreon, which is a decent matchup, I think. And we still have the Berserker in the back, which has most likely not a lot of energy, but I still have to save some energy before I go into the last matchup. So I definitely don't get a speed by the Berserker. He goes to the next Hydro Cannon, I still have that. I can still tank another Hydro Cannon this stage, but not an Earthquake. I think Earthquake would have KO'd me. And I go for the next move and KO him. I have one move stored. I think I need 2 more Snarls to get to my next shot attack. Yep, and I get there before my opponent gets to close combat, and that's a good game. Against the next opponent, we're going up against Lapras Lead. Lapras Lead is kind of difficult to play with. What I usually do is shield the first one, go for 100 energy, throw a Brave Bird, and then dip into Gyarados. Because you can definitely dip after you had 100 energy and threw the Brave Bird into the Gyarados, and you're not like really locked there. He's like right at a Surf, that might be an Ice Beam here. But we still have energy stored on our Talonflame, which is cool. Ice Beam hurts, but it's not like that bad. Kinda tried to time it on his Ice Beam. Or his Surf here. I think it was on the Surf, but it didn't really work out. No, he had to throw. That's Surf. I think we go into Umbreon. Yeah, I don't really want to get a Surf on my Talonflame again. Try to get some extra energy here. And now I try to Surf into my Talonflame so I get some extra energy, but he switches immediately into Charizard here. Now I try to farm him down, I think. Yeah, I shield once and farm him down, because the Brave Bird landed and I kinda wanted to get more energy. But he goes into Lapras, which was a clever move. I go for my Flame Charge, and he has a Meganium in the back, which is kinda tough to deal with. I go for another Flame Charge, he has to shield this 100%. I go for one more Incinerate to get more damage on him, and then go into my Umbreon, because I didn't really want to get farmed down there and don't know if I get to another Incinerate there, if my defense is debuffed 3 times. So I definitely can get to another Incinerate if my Umbreon dies here, so he has to store 2 moves basically against me. That's something he can't do, which helps me a lot here. And I survived this with 1 HP. He tried to farm me down, but that 1 HP didn't even get to my foul play to finish off this match against the Meganium. Lapras Lead is always kind of tough for this team as well. But it worked out. Swampert Lead is like the worst. I go straight into my Gyarados because it's the safest safe swap here, I think. Goes into Snorlax. Snorlax is just better than Gyarados, sadly. So I think you could also actually try to run Snorlax instead of Gyarados on this team. Should also be fine. I think it would be also maybe even better. You bait out the fighting types for the Umbreon already. Like, should be better. I think Snorlax could be a good replacement for Gyarados in this team if you want to try this team out for yourself. You can shield this, definitely not. And now we have to bait against the Swampert. Pretty sure I'm gonna bait here. Yeah, he has 2 shields, you don't really want to risk that. Yeah, I have to bait and I have to switch out. And he has a Registeel in the back, and this looks not really promising here right now. Registeel has access to Focus Blast, which really hurts Umbreon here, and my Umbreon doesn't really do a lot of damage against him, so I have to shield every move here because Focus Blast is super effective and a really strong move. And we are really in a tough situation just because we couldn't align our Pokemon right. Which is also like something that I think is crazier in Ultra League, Open Ultra, that you just have those matches where you can't do anything because there is nothing really where you can get switch advantage back or something like that. It's just a bit more dense meta, which makes it sometimes a bit tough to deal with, I think. Like, I prefer Ultra Premier just because it seems more skill and luck based, but I mean, you can get hard counted in every league. I think it's just a bit harder in this league to come back from that. Now we have the Swampert, like, we're still in a really bad spot. We shield the Hydrokin. I was kind of scared of the Earthquake there. He goes into Registeel, he needs one more Focus Blast to knock me out. If I had my shield there still, I think I could have been okay, but even then, like, not really. I think the timer's also going down right now. Yeah, it's 8 seconds here. I would have been timed out anyway if I saved my shield there. So good game to my opponent, nothing I can do there. Snorlax Lead is interesting. I don't even know how I'll play this. Most likely just Brave Bird and dip. Yeah, Brave Bird and go into the Gyarados. He just takes it and throws a Body Slam here. I don't really have to shield this. He's not Shadowless, not doing that much. And he goes into Giratina, which is alright for me. Like, I take that. It's, I think, one of the hardest counter to Talonflame, so I don't know why he goes into that, especially if I have Crunch and Dragon Breath on my Gyarados here. And I can just go into my Umbreon and get some extra energy. Sadly, it's not Shadow Claw, which is better for me because Dragon Breath does more damage. And Shadow Claw is resisted, but still, like, it does not do that much here. I can throw my move. I'm nearly at 2 foul plays. And he's going into Charizard here. I'm gonna swap in my Talonflame. I don't know if that was the right play. Dragon Claw doesn't do that much. We have some lag. I go for the bait first. And I don't get a shield here. I don't get an extra move in as well, which is kinda bad for me. He gets an extra move in, of course. And we just, I don't know, do I shield this? No, I don't shield this. I have to let this one go. And go, okay. I have to shield this one now. This is most likely a superpower, yeah. And I threw my move. I kinda have to undercharge here. I just gonna hit no bubble. And he is already debuffed in defense and attack, so a superpower 1 KO me here. And I try to farm him down, so I get 2 moves off against the Charizard. So he can farm up in the same time. He does not get an extra move in, which is cool here. And he's definitely in range of a foul play, and we win the game because we saw that we had to undercharge in the end game against the Snorlax, so he can get to 2 moves in the Charizard. Articuno Lead, that's actually kinda good, and goes into Lapras. Articuno Lead is sometimes a bit difficult actually because it learns Ancient Power, and if people run that, it's kinda difficult to deal for the Talonflame because it's double weak to it. Lapras, what I did before already, go to 1-hit energy, shield 1 move, and then just throw the Brave Bird. Here I go into my Umbreon. I hope this is a decent matchup. I think that's a better matchup than my Gyarados matchup here. At least I hope. I don't even know how this match is gonna go. I was kind of scared of... Okay, he goes back into Articuno. Yeah, that's what I kind of expected. I was kind of scared of triple Ice Team, triple Water Team, something like that. But he had already Articuno, so not triple Water. I can go back into my Talonflame and get to my Flame Charge here, which is cool. But he survives on 1 HP in a Dream. I get an extra move over. I think, okay, it's only Ice Wind, it's fine. Ancient Power. I barely survived that. I can go for my Brave Bird here, but still we're not in the best spot. He's not in range of a foul play, so I have to go into my Gyarados. Do I shield this? No, I don't shield this, and it's an Ice Beam, which really sucks here. I try to overfarm a bit. This is definitely gonna KO the Lapras, but what does he have in the back? It's Giratina. It's gonna be so close, but we have still a move stored on our Umbreon, so I can just go for a Crunch here. Crunch does super effective damage and should put him below half, and we can go straight for our foul play. I don't think this KOs, but I think we can snarl him down afterwards. Yeah, okay, one snarl. And this is a good game. This might be the final battle, it should be the final battle, I think. Giratina into Talonflame, that's really bad. What I'm gonna try to do here is to catch a Dragon Claw on our Gyarados, because he gets to a Dragon Claw after 2 Incinerates, exactly. And I tried to get some energy lead on my Talonflame already. He gives me like a good position here actually. He throws some move and then gave me switch advantage basically by switching out here really late. I can go for my Aqua Tail, and we see P-Tide here, which is really cool as well. I can go into... Oh, he Undercharge, which is clever on my opponent's part. I can go back into my Talonflame because unlike my Umbreon, I don't have to fear the Moonblast. He switches into the Giratina. I go straight for my Brave Bird and switch out. He shields, which is perfectly fine for me. I think we still somehow messed up this game. I don't know how. Dragon Claw does nothing to me. I can just overfarm to basically 2 moves off this. I'm pretty sure we kinda screw this up still. We're in a really good spot here. He mostly gonna get to another Dragon Claw here. Could throw 2 more Snarls and then throw, maybe? Okay, he goes into Cresselia. And that's how the first thing I screw up. I was too greedy and tried to overfarm a lot. And I get the attack debuff here. What I try now is to no bubble and try to farm him down here. And he has Swampert in the back, and that's how he screwed up. Swampert in the back there with the same shield is really tough to deal with. I tried to bait him here. I think he also fell for the bait, but it didn't really matter for me. Yeah. I actually even tried to go for the Flame Charge because I didn't think we would have got to the Brave Bird, but we would have got there. But like, this is still not a good spot for us. He had a Swampert and still Giratina in the back. Oh man. And we have a time here. And I clicked on the move, but time just up didn't register, which is really unfortunate. I don't know if I would have won the HP war there against the Giratina. I don't think I would have, but still, it's like really, really unlucky. And that was all games. Thanks for watching, and I hope I see you next time. I'm gonna record an episode now for Skarmory and Ultra Premiere, and hope you all have a great day.